Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. My name is Baylee if you are new here. For today's video, I'm going to be showing you two very simple, easy dinner recipes. The first one is keto friendly. The second one's not keto friendly, but it is very healthy for you. So the first one is a chicken broccoli casserole. Me and Baylee do eat ours over rice, but the recipe doesn't call for that. But we just either eat it over cauliflower or brown rice, and that still is in technical lines of keto. I will link that recipe down below in the description box because I did get it off of Pinterest. The second meal is going to be teriyaki shrimp. Now, I cannot link this one for you because I was just watching a video and I saw someone make it and I was like, yeah, that sounds good. So I just kind of threw it together. But it is just shrimp marinated in teriyaki sauce, and then you cook it on the skillet. This girl did put pineapple chunks and sliced asparagus, and we did do that the first time we cooked it, but it doesn't like healthy things like that, so we just ended up taking that stuff out and just eating the shrimp. We do eat this over cauliflower rice. Baylee just eats it over plain brown rice or white rice, but this girl did eat it over cauliflower rice, so that's what I do, and that's how it's still considered healthy for you. They are very simple and very easy to make. On the chicken broccoli casserole, I don't follow the recipe to a T, but like I said, I'll link it down below for you so that you can follow it. But yeah, they're very easy, very simple, and they are healthy for you, so let's just get to cooking. To start off, you're going to preheat your oven to 375, and then I have also been cooking chicken breasts in the crock pot for 3 hours on high, and that is the correct amount that you need to do it, or 6 hours on low. These are all of the ingredients that I'm going to be using to make the cheese sauce that's going to cover the broccoli and chicken combination. Now I'm going to start mixing the ingredients to make the sauce. It only calls for 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, a teaspoon of both paprika and Italian seasoning. It only calls for about 6 ounces of cream cheese, but we like to have it a little bit more cheesy, so we go ahead and put the whole 8 ounces in. It only calls for 1 3/4 cup of heavy whipping cream, but we just go ahead and put the whole 2 cups. Pretty much the whole entire dill of cheese, which is 8 ounces, and then half a cup of Parmesan cheese. Now you're just going to put it on top of the stove to let it boil until all of those are nice and mixed together. It will thicken up the more that it cooks and the more you stir it. I also put some rice on the stove. The recipe doesn't call for rice, but we like ours with rice. Then I went ahead and got the broccoli out of the freezer and put it in the microwave for 5 minutes. Now you're going to want to shred up your chicken, or you can cut it up just so that it lays more flat and spread out through the pan and all of it mixes well together. As you can see, all of the cheeses and spices are mixed together well, and it is pretty thick, so that means that it is done. You're just going to want to take your pan, and you can spray it, you don't have to. Get all the chicken out of the crock pot and spread it evenly, and then you will place your broccoli on top, place the cheese sauce covering it, and then you will put it in the oven. You will place it in the oven, and the recipe does call for you to bake it for about 30 minutes, but we usually only do about 20, and we feel at 20 that it is made perfectly right. This is how it ended up turning out, and it was delicious. Alright, you guys, now it is time to make the shrimp dinner. I was just thawing out my shrimp in a bowl of hot water. Now I'm going to take the teriyaki marinade, and I'm going to fill the bowl about halfway up to pretty much all of the shrimp are covered in the teriyaki sauce. Once it is all covered in the teriyaki marinade, then I will just stick it back into the fridge until I am ready to make it. It never says how long you should leave it in there or not. I just decided to thaw it out about 2 o'clock and then decided to cook it around 6. Now I'm going to be starting my rice. I just put 2 cups of water, going to let it boil, and then once the water boils, then I will add the rice. Now I'm just going to take the shrimp out of the fridge and put it into the skillet and start heating it up. I did go ahead and add some garlic powder. This may look like a lot, but it really wasn't. We just put garlic powder on everything. And then I just let the shrimp simmer up until they shrink. We get the bags of shrimp from Walmart, and they will just shrink down in size when they are done cooking. My water was boiling. Now I'm just going to add my right serving amount of rice to go along with the water in there, and then you just take the water and the rice off the stovetop and then just let it sit for about 5 minutes. So then that was done, and then my shrimp was done. The meal is all done and ready. We just put it over rice in a bowl, and it is so good. Alright, you guys, that is going to wrap it up for today's video. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up to let me know if you'd like to see more videos like this. Don't forget to subscribe so you can always hang out with the Wilhelm fam, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!